happy aura, a calm space in a loud world. Slow down, breathe deep, and enjoy wisdom. Let the weight of these words arrive softly in you. If you can meet with triumph and disaster, and treat those two impostors just the same, this is not simply advice. It is a compass, a quiet direction whispered through time, an invitation to live differently. Triumph and disaster, two masks, two forces dressed in grand costumes, one offering the sweetness of victory, the other pressing down with the heaviness of loss. And yet, both, the poem reminds us, are impostors, pretenders, shadows that pass. Triumph, it dazzles us. It glitters like gold under sunlight. It arrives in applause, in trophies, in headlines, in moments when the world seems to say, "You are worthy, you have won." But triumph is fragile. Its glow fades quickly. What once was victory becomes memory, and memory softens until it is dust. If you cling to triumph, it will slip from your hands. If you define yourself by it, you become its prisoner, because triumph whispers a lie. It tells you that your value depends on the height of your success, that you must keep winning, keep climbing, keep proving. And so triumph, seductive as it is, can become a chain, a velvet chain, but a chain nonetheless. The poem calls it an impostor. Why? Because triumph disguises itself as truth. But truth is quieter, simpler, not tied to applause or medals. Truth lives in the steady rhythm of your being, even when the spotlight has gone dark. And then there is disaster, the crash, the loss, the betrayal, the letter that says, "We regret to inform you," the silence of someone who used to call, the fall from a place you thought was secure. Disaster carves through us. It shakes us awake. It burns down illusions we thought were solid. In those moments, we feel as if we are ruined, as if life has closed its doors, as if we are left with nothing but ashes. But disaster, too, is an impostor, because loss does not end us. It transforms us. It clears space. It teaches us what cannot be destroyed. Yes, disaster wounds, but wounds can heal into wisdom. Scars can turn into stories, and through disaster, we sometimes find the ground we can truly stand on. So triumph and disaster are not what they pretend to be. Neither is final. Neither defines you. Both are passing storms, different in color, but equal in their impermanence. To treat them just the same is not to ignore them, not to numb yourself, but to see them clearly, to let triumph arrive, enjoy its fragrance, and let it go, to let disaster arrive, feel its sting, and let it go, to meet both with the same steady gaze, not clinging, not collapsing, just meeting them and staying whole. There is a place in you that does not rise with triumph or fall with disaster, a quiet center, a stillness like the calm in the middle of the storm. When triumph comes, this center smiles, but does not lose itself. When disaster comes, this center grieves, but does not disappear. This is the place the poem points toward, the place where equanimity lives, the place where you can stand, whatever mask life wears. Think of your life as a river. Triumph is like sunlight on the surface, sparkling for a while. Disaster is like a shadow passing over, darkening the water for a time. But the river keeps flowing. It does not stop for either. It carries both reflections, then carries them away. You are the river, not the sunlight, not the shadow. You are the movement beneath them, deeper, stronger, continuous. So how do we live this? How do we meet both impostors just the same? We practice, each day, in small ways. When praise comes, breathe, smile, say thank you, but do not chain yourself to it. When criticism comes, breathe, feel the sting, say thank you, but do not build a prison around it. When you succeed, celebrate, but know that the celebration will fade. When you fail, mourn, but know that the mourning will pass. Again and again, return to the quiet center, the place untouched by both. History is filled with those who touched triumph only to be undone by it. Kings who built empires only to drown in their own pride. Artists who reached brilliance only to collapse under the weight of fame. And history is filled, too, with those who met disaster and grew stronger because of it. Prisoners who found freedom within themselves. Exiles who discovered belonging everywhere. People who lost everything and yet gained a truth that could never be taken. Triumph and disaster, two actors on the stage of life, both wearing masks, both pretending to be absolute. But you, the witness, the soul, are greater than either. So let this be a reminder. When triumph comes, do not mistake it for the whole story. When disaster comes, do not mistake it for the end. Both are chapters. Neither is the book. Your task is not to cling to one or run from the other. Your task is to live through both, to keep walking, to keep breathing, to keep loving, no matter which mask is before you. It takes courage to stand steady when the world is cheering, to stand steady when the world is jeering, to remember that both cheers and jeers are echoes. They rise, they fade. The courage is in staying true, staying present, staying kind, not letting triumph make you arrogant, not letting disaster make you bitter, to keep your heart open, even when it hurts. That is strength, that is balance, that is freedom. So listen again. If you can meet with triumph and disaster, and treat those two impostors just the same, this is not about denying joy, not about silencing grief. It is about perspective, about remembering what is passing and what is eternal. The eternal is you, the witnessing presence, the soul that endures. Beyond triumph, beyond disaster. So live gently, walk calmly, stand with open hands. Welcome triumph, welcome disaster. Bow to both, learn from both, but do not become either, and you will find a freedom that no victory can grant and no loss can steal.